When I talked to Scott and showed him what we had, one of the things that he wanted to do was to add something down below the picture, some text, and we went and looked at Super Jock and Jill, kind of what they have here, and what he came up with, and I think it's a really good idea, is to say kind of the next big major event, whether it's the Badger Mountain Challenge or the Tri-Cities Marathon or the Cable Bridge Run. So what we'll do is go back and create a table in the database and then display again whatever the current or the latest item is in that table. So to do this, the first thing to do is go to the database. So I've got the Runner Sold database open here, and I think I'm just going to copy this newsletter table and then paste it back in here, and we'll call it let's do structure only, and we'll call this events, and that way it's not just necessarily to list, well, they can do whatever they want with it. But let's look at this. So I think the one thing we might do is go to design view, and let's take out the image. So we'll just delete that row. But this way they can have the title, the display date, and then the content's going to be a memo. And really the only thing we're going to display is the content, but we'll have this other stuff in here so they can kind of keep track of things. So we'll switch, they'll save this table. So let's just put 1 in here, and let's say this is the Indian Summer Half Marathon. It's the next one I can think coming up. So the date added, we'll give them a control that actually puts in the current date, but so it's 07/28/2011, and display date, I'm going to make it the same thing, 07/28/2011. The author's Tony, and the content is the Three Rivers Road Runners since Indian Summer Half Marathon, and I think there's a 5K. And for more, so you love watching me type this now, Jay. For more information, see www.3rrr.org. Okay, so let's just save this. We've got our database made, or our table made. And then we'll go in Visual Web Developer. And on our default page, we'll come down here and we'll use a form view to display this because we really just want the one thing. We won't use a grid view. So there's the weather widget. We really want this to display not in the sidebar. We want this to go over here in our main picture box. So just down below the picture itself. So I'm going to stick it in here, and what we'll do is go to the toolbox, go to the data section, grab a form view, stick it here, and then switch to design view and set up the data source. So hopefully you're okay with doing this stuff now. And then we want the events. So we'll take everything for now, and it doesn't really matter in the query. Then we'll just take next. And actually we should do where we want the latest display date on this. We can copy that. So let's finish this. We can copy that from one of our other from our newsletter. Okay, so now let's go into the source, and the only thing we really want in this form view is we can get rid of everything except for the content. I'm going to leave the author in here and the display date for now, but let's just strip out We don't need date added. We don't need the ID. We'll leave the title in as well. Let's test this out, and then we'll come back and do some formatting and handle that in the next video. But so we'll save this, and then reload the page. Okay, so it's showing up. We just need to set a width on that, because you notice it broke our sidebar, broke our layout. So we'll come back and fix that. But we got a good start on getting that in there. So we'll we'll come back in the next video and take care of the end part of that.